Fantastic. You've got pole.
Welcome along then to the place where heroes and history are made. It's where the 2008 title was decided in the final corner. And it's the place, a year later, that Jenson Button stormed through from 14th on the grid to claim his one and only Drivers' Championship. It's Interlagos, and it's time for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Interlagos, always a very special race here in Brazil. It's a 2.7-mile circuit with 9 lefts and 6 rights for a total of 15 corners. The fastest lap today should have an average speed of around 135 miles per hour, if, of course, the weather stays dry until the end of the Grand Prix. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of Turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are 3 main things to worry about there, Crofty: positioning, awareness and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. The rookie lines up on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Leclerc, Sergio Perez and Sainz, Ricciardo, Gasly, Fernando Alonso and Max Verstappen. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Vettel, Russell, Lance Stroll and Ocon, Giovinazzi, Raikkonen, Mick Schumacher and Lando Norris, Mazepin and Yuki Tsunoda. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Some information on Gasly. They've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring. Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Understood, copy that. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums. We're leading our teammate by 10.0 seconds. Box, box. We're coming in this lap. Bottas is behind you. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 7 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. It looks like the car behind has a small amount of damage to the front wing. Go now. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres. There's been an incident on track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time and there are no plans for a safety car right now. Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres. Gap to car in front is 1.8 seconds. George is coming in for his stop. This is your final lap of the race. Gap to teammate behind is 22.1 seconds.
Thank you. I need a moment.
That's a race win and your second race win in a row. Fantastic job.
We've witnessed some great battles around the historic curves of Interlagos today, and they've taken a fantastic win. Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today. What set them apart from the rest?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
It looks like it's time once again to hand out the silverware as these successful drivers make their way to the podium. It was a gritty performance today by Williams, and they've got the race win to prove it. Max Verstappen should be pleased with his performance, making gains at the top of the table. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
It's got to be Lando Norris, hasn't it? Smooth, confident and assured. I've got no doubt that he and his team are going to be over the moon with his performance today.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Red Bull pull further ahead in the standings. Another team that excelled today was Williams, who make further progress up the table. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.